think I'm live, aren't I? Hello. Let's see. This is a member-only, patron-only live stream. I have one. Okay, I don't know, when I put this in my pocket, I hit the mute button. Okay, I am not planning to use the YouTube chat, but I just realized that there might be some people who are, don't have a Slack invite yet, in which case I'm going to open that up to see. So I'm just taking care of that. And I'm going to edit. So the main order of business is Mathieu and I are working on, well, I should say Mathieu is working on, but spiritually I'm working on it too. Working on, I'm popping out the chat. Yes, Nurlan needs a Slack channel invite. So Nurlan, I don't know if this is the easiest way, Nurlan, and tell me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, for me to invite you to Slack is for you to simply give me your email. So you're welcome to just type it in the YouTube chat if you don't want to type it there, which I would completely understand. You can send me an email, Daniel@thecodingtrain.com, and then I will get your email there and invite you to the Slack, or you can, what's the other way? Yes, there's a Google form that's in one of my older community members-only posts. Okay, so the important order of business today is to do an introduction to the style transfer edited videos. And Mathieu, I think for simplicity, let's not do an intro for the style transfer presentation. I will just reference that. I'm just trying to think of what's going to make the most sense to pull up. I mean, maybe it makes sense to have Yining's presentation up behind me. I have to find the URL for that. Oh, thank you to Oliver for posting the link to the Google Form post. I don't get any notification. I probably could set one up, but so it's 3:45. I really should be done by like 5. I know like sometimes when I say 5, that ends up being 6:30, but when I say 5 now, I mean like if it's 5:15, I really gotta go. And so I definitely want to do the Yining intros. I was thinking of doing like a Python virtual environment setup workflow video. I could go live to broadcast that, and then if I was really feeling ambitious, I was going to try the quicksort again. One thing is I did not bring my charger up, so we're limited by this. I mean, I can go downstairs and get my charger. And I am pronouncing Nurlan's name perfectly. Thank you. Okay. Physics Girl has a new video out. I just got a notification. So let's see here. Let me find Yining's presentation. I think it's in the Googling YouTube. Who am I logged in as here? Oh, right, this is a fake account. codingtrain.choochoo@gmail.com. Should probably switch to, all right, let's just try it this way. And, oh, look at this. See, what I like about logging in with this is I see that this is here. So I wonder how it chooses which product. So this new store that you have all heard about is in progress and coming. How does it choose what merchandise to show here? And if I click on here, how do I get there? I guess I literally have to click on a product. Get it to buy anything, but nobody has bought anything yet, so I'm just curious what happens if somebody buys something. All right, hopefully I am back. If you see me and hear me, please say so in the Slack channel. We do not have the YouTube chat up. I wish there was a way for me to get that more easily, but I'm going to do it this way that I know how to. Hello again. Okay, excellent. Okay, so I have something also to show here. I have this Blackmagic eGPU, which I'm going to sit here and hug. Which this was purchased with the idea that it could be used for deep learning. It cannot be. It is not NVIDIA. It's not CUDA compatible, but it is a big fancy GPU. And I thought maybe I would try plugging it into the streaming computer. Is it possible that if I let the streaming computer have access to this GPU, that Open Broadcast Studio and saving video files and all of that will be much happier? Anybody have any speculation about that? I would like to know. Okay, so let me make some notes here, like mental notes. Mathieu, if you are there, which you don't have to be, but if you are there, what I need to talk about, am I smaller than usual? Because this is actually the same size that Yining was, but I wonder if I'm just taller, and so that's why she appeared much lower down. So let me see if I can get this full screen. I think this is a reasonable image to have. How come I can't get this to go full screen? View, enter full screen. No. And then this, no. You know what, I'm just going to download it. Well, I'm not having Mia Amsumi is a good comment. I'm not having really a bottleneck. I just feel like it crashes a lot. And this is my fantasy that this is just going to make everything happier and it'll be fine and the streaming will be faster. And, but yeah, I do sort of, and also like I have it, why not try it? I guess I could use it to play Fortnite. Let's just see if there's anything else better to. So I think this is fine. I think I will just. I think I will use this image, but Mathieu, we should definitely use. Obviously, you know this. We should use Mathieu. Does it die with like a kernel panic, or does OBS just crash? So what just happened just now was OBS actually crashed up. Weirdly, I think I can move the mouse around, but I can't click on anything, and I can't move any windows, I can't Alt-Tab, I can't use the keyboard, and I cannot, and I do not see myself moving in Open Broadcast Studio anymore. So Priswall writes, I didn't actually see the first video, and then that message was retracted, but I saw it. It's that you can watch the archive. Okay, so I'm not going to do the Blackmagic thing now because I'm going to make sure I do the #1 priority thing so we can release these videos. And I guess I'm just going to wing it. So I need to talk about introducing Yining, sponsored by Spell, spell.run/coding train. This first video shows you how to train the model. The second video shows you how to run the model and style an image from the webcam in the browser. Okay. Hello. Welcome to a. Rendering on a separate GPU might help. I like that thinking. Oh, Math blank is typing. So, and do we need an outro, Mathieu? That's another question. Oh, and I forgot to hit start recording. So let me actually record this to disk for once. Which I always forget to do. Mention the first part, which is only part of the live stream. Yes. Okay. Hello, welcome to a coding tutorial, machine learning. How do I want to start this? What is this? Is this part of the ML5? In a way, this is part of the ML5 playlist. It's also kind of standalone, and it doesn't follow directly because all of a sudden you're in a much more advanced environment. So I think I'm going to let it be its own thing. I'm going to let it be its own thing. Okay. Oh, interesting. So Priswall, it's totally fine. Don't need to be embarrassed. It's okay. Lots of people don't have badges in their name because they're actually here from Patreon anyway. You only have a badge if you're doing it through YouTube. But I'm at the moment I'm letting people, once they sponsor for a little while, stay forever, and then at some point, if there's issues with that, if the community grows too large, I might have to reconsider that. But so no need to be embarrassed. You're welcome here, and thank you for joining. But I'm curious as to how you saw this. You must have seen it from Slack. Okay, that's why. All right. Okay. Let me just cycle the camera so it doesn't go off in the middle. And I'm happy to do this 2 or 3 times. Hello, welcome. Okay, so hello, welcome to a very special coding tutorial about style transfer. So, what you're about to watch is an edited version of a live stream that recently happened on this channel. A link to the full, about an hour and a half live stream is in the video's description. And in fact, that live stream begins with guest presenter Yining Shi presenting all about I think I might need to mention spell.run at the beginning. The audio is super low. It's pretty low, but that's good for editing later. Well, oh yeah, I will just adjust it a little bit just for, okay. Okay. Hello, welcome to a special coding tutorial. This coding tutorial uses Python, watch out! But it also uses JavaScript. This is sponsored by Spell, spell.run/codingtrain. You can sign up there. What this is what you're about to watch is an edited version of a live stream that happened just on Friday, just a few days ago. And this live stream with guest presenter Yining Shi, she walked through the entire process of how to train a style transfer model. Sorry, I got so distracted by welcome Priswall. I should not have the YouTube chat up there. I used to use Wirecast, now I'm using Open Broadcast Studio. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. That really distracted me. That's like a giant green blinking like new member pop-up in this window. Maybe I should I'm going to minimize the YouTube chat while I'm doing this. Oh, and my lights probably just blinked at home. But I wonder if anybody's at home. We'll see. Okay, here we go. This is going to be it now. Hello, welcome to a coding tutorial. This coding tutorial is sponsored by Spell, and if you're interested in following the tutorial, you can sign up at spell.run/codingtrain. Okay, so what are you about to watch? What you are about to watch is an edited version of a live stream that happened just a few days ago. Coding Train guest Yining Shi, previously from the Brick Breaker series. The Brick Breaker series? Okay. This is what I get for like not publicly live streaming. I just feel like I can do this as many times as I want. Then I've got it now. Hello, welcome to a Coding Train special. This Coding Train video is sponsored by spell.run. If you want to follow along the video, you can sign up at spell.run/codingtrain. Okay, so what are you about to watch? Well, just a few days ago, Coding Train guest Yining Shi. Yining Shi is an artist and researcher, P5JS contributor. She's previously been in a Coding Train video of making a brick breaker game. I will include links to all of that in the video description. She was here for a guest live stream to walk the viewer through the entire process of training a machine learning model to take the style of one image and transfer it to the content of another image. So you can see that here. Here's the Mona Lisa painting. Here is another painting that I can't see because my eyesight's not good enough on the preview. And the style of this image is applied to here, and we get this new Mona Lisa. I should really know what that Pibbs painting is. I can't. What's this painting, everybody? This is like, do I need to do like a Google image search, reverse image search? Oh, I could have done Das Scream. Google image search. I'm not looking at the YouTube chat, by the way, in case you're wondering. So you're gonna have to mention, you have to like at me in Slack. I'm so embarrassed that I don't know what this painting is. Ah, that doesn't work. Images. Reverse image search, yes. Oh, we are such a lazy generation. Visually similar images. Maybe this isn't something I need to know about. I'm gonna have to pull up that YouTube chat. Fascinating, what is this? That's really all we got? Oxford Handbook of... All right, maybe somebody in the YouTube chat is telling me what's going on here. No, no one is helping me. Oh, I should, by the way, I should message Anne from Spell that I'm doing this. Just in case. Oh, and I made a Spell tutorial. Oh, so many things. Okay, hold on, so many things. Let me message Anne. Ah, hello? You're trying to do the lock?
Yeah, swipe, I'm sorry, does swipe work to get in here?
The swipe works, but the lock is completely not engaged, I think. So.
All right, lock's supposed to take care of that.
Yeah.
All right, but the swipe works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my swipe works.
Try to swipe on, do me a favor, just try to swipe on.
Well, how can I tell if it works?
Well, try it on 44. I'm sorry.
Mine shouldn't work. Mine should only work on this room.
They lock them after 8 o'clock.
Ah, this one's supposed to be locked all the time. Yeah.
I know the other side they were having issues with the key swipes on the other side. The two guys came in, they turned them off, and then they turned them back on today. So I don't know if that messed anything up.
Thank you. Sorry for that interruption. I don't know if you heard all that. The lock on this door is not working. Wait a sec. Okay, hold on. Where? Hold on. Let me just message Anne. Let me get back to the Slack channel. The mic went out. Oh, did I mute myself? Oh no, just because I left. Oh no, that's old message. Okay. All right. Nobody knows what this painting is. Is it not a painting? Is it a special drawing just for this image? It looked like a very recognizable, famous abstract artist to me. I guess I'm just not going to get into that level of detail. Why am I here? Okay. All right, I'm back. What's that? What's beeping? Okay, it's coming from this computer. Turned it off. But why is this computer beeping? That makes sense, Briswell. What is beeping? Do you hear the beeping? Now? Now? Off? On? This is so weird. Oh, it stopped. That was really weird. Oh my God. This is not going very well. Yeah. Was I able to stop the beeping, or was it always going? Just over my mic, okay. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm back. The beeping is something I never... Well, I wasn't going to upgrade to Mojave necessarily. I just was going to, should I just run the updates for whatever this is? I mean, I'm like way behind, right? El Capitan, isn't there Sierra and then High Sierra? Like, should I just do like, if I go to updates, like software updates, like I could just run the regular software updates, which I'm trying to see if it says when's the last time. I also want to just get this recorded, so maybe I can like sneak it in before it crashes again. And what was that painting again? Okay, so this is not some super famous painting that it's crazy that I didn't recognize. Musée National d'Art Moderne, Francis Picabia, from 1913, oil on canvas. Where does this image come from? Like, I'm a little concerned about, I mean, I don't mind that Yining has it in her presentation, but while I'm at it, let me just make sure this isn't like somebody else's. Upgrade the driver, GPU driver. Fascinating. It's pretty cool to see what like comes up here. Okay. I think it's fine to keep this here. Upgrade the driver. So just running the general software update, I mean, security update 2018, Safari 11.1.2, iTunes 12.8, I mean, I obviously don't care about those things. All right, let me just give it a little update all for a second, let it do its thing. It's going to let me live stream while it's downloading, so. Oh my God, verification. Wait, what a bummer. 176997. If I can get this fixed though, that's going to like save so many things in the future. Oh good, I really wanted to make sure I was updating iPhoto. So if it was having problems with the GPU, Won't this fix everything? Okay. It's a 2011 MacBook Pro. I don't know if it's 2011. Sorry, this is a Mac Pro trash can, and it is late 2013. 3.5 gigahertz, 6-core Intel, graphics AMD FirePro D500, 3072 megabytes. Oh, it wants to quit. Okay. All right, the stream's gonna go down for a second because I'm up. Okay, am I back? If I am back, please let me know in the chat. So hopefully I didn't upgrade past El Capitan, but there's currently no updates for its current version of the OS. So that's good, I guess. I will pull back up the YouTube chat. I'm going to feel hopeful here. Shoot, it's so hard to get to the chat. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Creator Studio. Live streaming. Le conducteur. Events. Live now. Live control room. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Where is that? Okay. Ah, no, no. Pop out chat. Okay. All right. Let me try this again. By the way, it's very kind of you all to just like tune into my like debug the live stream recorded intro to a video sessions. This needs to be like this, more like this. Let's make this full screen. I guess I can just, there's actually no reason for me to have my computer even in the screen. Oh, no, no, I don't want to play it automatically. How do I stop that? Okay, good, I think I did. Okay. All right, let's try this again. It's got to have been at least a half an hour. I am recording to disk and streaming. Let's see if that updating software, updating OBS fixed the problem. And then maybe I'll try the eGPU. I got to fake some like excited energy now. Okay. Hello, welcome to a very special Coding Train coding tutorial. This is a guest tutorial sponsored by Spell. If you want to sign up for Spell, go to spell.run/security. Okay. Hello and welcome to a very special Coding Train coding video. What you're about to watch is an edited version of what was a live stream just a few days ago, and this video is sponsored by Spell. Spell is a cloud computing service where you can train machine learning models, and that's exactly what's going to happen in this video. If you want to sign up with Spell to follow along, go to spell.run/codingtrain. Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to disappear, and Yining Shi will be here. Yining Shi was a guest for the live stream. She has previously been on the Coding Train. She made a brick breaker tutorial, which I will link to in the video description. She's an artist, a researcher. Check out all of her wonderful work at her website, also in the video description. Now, there are a couple prerequisites before you watch the rest of this video. But you could just watch it anyway, but I made an intro to Spell the platform video. You can go back and watch that, which will get you started in signing up and getting yourself configured. You might need to have you do need to have a Python environment running on your local computer, the one on the Spell. Oh, it's style transfers. This is the whole thing. This is all about the content of one image like this one with the style of another image like this one, and taking that style, applying to this content, and getting a new one. So Hashtag this.style. After you watch these videos, train your own style transfer model, style it off your webcam, style your face from your webcam, and upload those images and share them with me. And so without further ado, here comes Yining. She's going to show you how to train your own model using Spell. Okay. Am I the only one getting interruptions? What do you mean by interruptions? Skipping and stuff. Okay, let me hit stop and see if the recording to disk is fine. Desktop, date modified. So please bear with me. I'm going to watch myself back. Okay, the video that's recorded to disk is definitely fine. So, so I think there's something else going on with the live streaming, which I'm going to check here. Oh yes, it's telling me that my stream status is bad. So there's like viewers are going to be experiencing blah, 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 blah. But were you able to follow that? Was that fine, Mathieu, for an intro? Other thing I want to do is open up yeah, here we go. This will be more fun to have running. If it's good technically, I think it was very good for the intro. Okay. So I'll use this for the outro as well as the intro for the next one. Okay. All right. Thank you, Yining, for that wonderful tutorial. All right, thank you, Yining, for that wonderful tutorial about how to train your own style transfer model on Spell. Okay, so now, if you keep watching, the next video, let me just start this over again. What am I saying here? Just saying that thank you to Yining. The next video will show you how to make this happen, how to take the model you've trained and run it in the browser. Okay. All right, thank you, Yining, for the wonderful tutorial about how to train your own style transfer model. Now, in the next video, if you choose to continue watching, you will see Yining show you how to build exactly this, which is a JavaScript program running in a web page, client-side only, that takes the model you've trained and uses it to apply a style to your webcam image. And that's what's happening right now. Hello. So hopefully you, so watch that and then share with me the stuff you make after it, okay? See you in the next video, and Yining will be there too. Okay, goodbye. Let me try one more. All right, thank you, Yining, for that wonderful tutorial about how to train your own style transfer model. So the next video will show you how to take that pre-trained model, that trained model, and bring it into the browser using the ML5.js library and TensorFlow.js to process live real-time images coming from the webcam with the style that you trained from your image. So stay tuned to the next video to watch how that process works, and I look forward to seeing what you make. See you there. Okay. All right, so that should be good. Ah, I didn't record that one to disk. I want to do one more recording it to disk. Sorry about that. I mean, you could probably get it from the YouTube live stream if that was good enough, but it just takes me 30 seconds to say this stuff, so I'll do it again. All right, thank you, Yining, for that wonderful tutorial about how... Can you see my scar? Like, what, does it style transfer my scar pretty well? Hold on. How do I get there? Yeah, you can see that scar. Look at that scar. Okay. All right, thank you, Yining, for that wonderful tutorial about how to train your own style transfer model using Spell. Okay, now, the next step. Ooh, this is exciting. Once you've trained your model, and maybe it took you like a long time to do it, but once you've got those model files, you can now bring them into the browser, loading them with the ML5JS library, which is built on top of TensorFlow.js, and style real-time live images coming from the webcam. And that is what Yining is going to show you in the next video, okay? So see you there. Fart tutorial? I missed what that's referring to. Okay, yeah, YouTube is totally glitching. I'm not going to worry about that, which is good for me not doing a live stream now anyway. Stop recording, and now I'm going to do the next intro. Okay. Use the bell for this one. All right, we are here in the third Spell video. Thank you to Spell for sponsoring. Sign up at spell.run/codingtrain. Okay, so if you watched the first video where I explained how to set up Spell, and then you watched the second video which you trained your own style transfer model using TensorFlow and Python, running it in the cloud on spell.run, now you're ready for that last step. Downloading your trained model from Spell, bringing it into the browser, using the ML5JS open source library, P5JS open source library. ML5, by the way, is built on top of TensorFlow.js. Got to mention all these libraries. All these libraries come together, and you can then take real-time images from your webcam and style it with your style transfer model. So follow this tutorial. If you get this working, please, please, please share it with me. Hashtag this.style on Twitter, or share it in the comments here, or anywhere you can find to share it. I would love to know and see what you all make. Okay, enjoy this video from Yining again. All right. Oh, I made a farting noise. Okay. Then last outro, I guess. I wish I had a different style. I guess I can use the. I'm going to just pull up my Twitter because that will encourage people. Even though I'm moving to Mastodon, everybody. I'm going to set up a Coding Train Mastodon instance. Okay. So, okay. All right, thank you, Yining, for a wonderful guest tutorial about training your own style transfer model and then bringing that style transfer model into the browser and running it with the ML5JS library. Okay, so if you, this is my face here, which maybe you saw in that video. If you were able to follow this and you make something, you train your own model, please share it with me. Share it with hashtag this.style on Twitter. Share it with me in the comments. Ask your questions. I just can't wait to see what people make. So enjoy. Goodbye. That was a very perfunctory. Let me try. Well, I'll just do one more just for the hey, hey, ho, ho. All right, thank you so much, Yining, for a wonderful set of tutorials. It kind of blows my mind how just in like 1.5 hours, you know, we did the cooking show thing, but whatever. Thank you, Yining, for the wonderful set of tutorials about training your own style transfer model. What else did we do? Thank you so much, Yining, for the wonderful tutorials. I am so excited to see if people can follow them and can train their own style transfer models. What image are you going to pick? What creative, crazy, weird thing are you going to take and then use as a style for your own face from a real-time webcam or some other image? I can only imagine what you're thinking about, and I really want to hear about it. So if you make something for watching these tutorials, please share it with me on Twitter, hashtag this.style. You can also share it in the comments in this video as well. So, all right, thank you to Yining for being a wonderful guest. That beeping means the computer's about to freeze. I'm going to stop it. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Do you guys hear that? It's like a bomb is about to go off. Crazy. So what is going on? I assume it's going to freeze soon. Have anybody heard? I've never seen this happen. I hit stop recording, so I got all those files. I really like the idea of that actually being the end of the video, but it's probably a bad idea. I mean, here. Okay, it stopped beeping. So does that mean it went away and it's okay because I'm still streaming? Or does that mean it's about to freeze? Huh. Okay, well, I might as well try upgrading to High Sierra, like somebody suggested. Let me just try doing one more outro because I don't know if I got it. I probably got something that's fine, but let me just try one more while we're here. See if it freezes. That's so weird. Oh. Thank you, Yining, so much for being such a wonderful guest on the coding train for. Oh wait, hold on. Thank you so much to Yining for being such a wonderful guest. I'm really thinking about the beeping. Oh, nope, it's still running. It's still running. All right, thank you so much, Yining, for being a wonderful guest on the coding train, for showing us how to train our own style transfer model, how to take that style transfer model and bring it into the browser, style our beautiful faces with the style of the image, with the image from the webcam, all that stuff. So. Thank you to Yining. Thank you to Spell for sponsoring this. I'm really curious if people are able to follow this, and I want to know what kind of creative, weird image combinations can you think of and try. So please make some, train style transfer models, style all sorts of images, and share those with me on Twitter at #this.style or right here in the comments as well. Though I don't think you can post an image in the comments. But you could link to it, I guess. So anyway, thank you. See you in future videos. Goodbye. Okay. Well, the computer, it's not a laptop, by the way. It's it did not explode. It just beeped for a while and didn't actually freeze. So what should I do now? Should I attempt to do the virtual environment tutorial? Should I update to High Sierra? Why don't I try doing virtual environment, and if it crashes, I'm a little afraid to upgrade to Mojave, but I wonder if they don't even let you upgrade to previous ones easily. All right. The problem is I don't really know virtual environment, but what the hey ho. Ooh. Oh. That's weird. There's a pip environment that's like virtual environment. That's interesting. Okay. Do I have any software that gives you GPU, CPU, temps as in temperature? I do not. I mean, there is the activity monitor. OBS is currently using 150% of the CPU. Energy. Energy impact. All I have is activity monitor, whatever comes with Mac. Okay. Mac iStat menus. Okay, let me try that. Sorry, it's very awkward for me to install stuff on the streaming computer. I have because I don't have the keyboard is far away from it. Apps, iStat menus, Advanced Mac System Monitor, download. Do I get a nice free trial that I can run for a little bit? Okay, I'm now running iStat menu. Welcome, install for all users, why not? Whoa. Ew. Okay. Well, it's doing something now. Pressure, memory, processes, swap memory, CPU temperature, 154. Is that a problem? I assume that's Fahrenheit. 155. Pressure, memory, processes, public IP address. How do I get the GPU? GPU, CPU, oh my God. It is so tiny I can't see it from where I am. I have to walk all the way over here to look at the computer. CPU temperature, 156. Memory, CPU. How do I configure what I get to see? Okay, oh no, that's the activity monitor. I don't want that. A console. Oh, this is just showing me the processes that are open. Memory, CPU. It's not showing me any GPU anything. How do I get the GPU thing to show up? And it's 157 now. Sent fan, system controlled. CPU, GPU. Oh, the GPU 1. Local, 123. Die, local VR proximity. Die, local VR proximity. This is weird. I don't understand what any of this stuff. SSD, fan, 881 RPM. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try to make a virtual environment tutorial. This is interesting, but it's also not crashing now. Let me just see. Okay, let's see what happens here. Shocking development. I am adding another workflow video because every once in a while I have to download a Python script and run it. And I do use lots of different kinds of Python development tools from time to time. Jupyter Notebook is a wonderful way of running Python code in an interactive way right in the browser, and there's all sorts of other things you can do too, and different ways to work with Python. But I'm going to show you one little thing that I tend to use, which is that I often need to run some Python script to process some data or train a model or something that I'm going to eventually bring and use in JavaScript. And so the tool that I have kind of landed on that I like to use is something called Virtual Env. And Virtual Env, Virtual Environment, is a tool to create isolated Python environments. And this is useful because I can kind of contain the Python version and all the packages and all the dependencies for one thing that I'm trying to do within one workspace. And again, there's Docker, and there's so many other things you could use. So I'm just going to show you virtual environment because it's solved a lot of problems for me when I get like totally lost in my Python installation on my computer. Now, one thing, to get started with this, you will need to have Python on your computer and pip on your computer. So those are two prerequisites. Installing Python, installing pip. If you're on a Mac, it most likely came with some version of one or the other, so you're kind of in good shape, and that's what I am here. So the first thing I want to do is I actually just want to say pip install. Pip is Python installation packager. That's not what it stands for at all, but it's your package manager for Python. Sometimes you'll say pip3 if you're using Python 3. Pip install virtual env, virtual environment. So I want to install that. Truth of the matter is I've already installed it, so there it is. And you can see it's like kind of part of my default Mac OS Python installation. So maybe you're using Miniconda or Anaconda or some other, but you want to first start with virtual environment. Now, once I have that installed, I need to find a place on my computer to set up my Python environment. And it could be anywhere. I could put it on my desktop. It's crazy. I am a crazy person who sometimes keeps entire Python environments on my desktop. Watch, I'm going to do that right now. CD desktop. I'm going to look on the desktop. There's nothing there. There's like a folder called website. There's processing.app. And then I'm going to go here and user guide is probably what I want to take a look at. I want to create a virtual environment. This is really the only command that this is one command. You don't even need to memorize it because you can look it up. Virtual environment env. Now, this is not meant for you to just have to type capital E, capital N, capital B. That is a placeholder for the name of this Python workspace that you want to use. So I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to say, virtual env, and I'm going to call this like coding train demo, coding train dash demo. That's going to be the name of this workspace, and it is doing all sorts of stuff to set it up and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now look at this. Wow. So I have now on my desktop, something else is here, ignore that. I have on my desktop this folder. Look, all of Python is contained in here. Hold on a second. Just pause for a second. I want to show hidden files, Mac. I forgot that I did all this on a different login, which is fine. What's that command? No, I don't want to, oh yeah. Yeah, except I want yes. Okay, I think I'm back. Say hi to me if I'm back in the chat. Unfortunately, the GPU comes with this cable, which looks like a Thunderbolt USB-C to USB-C, which I don't see how I could possibly use that with that Mac Pro tower. On the back, let's see. Thunderbolt 3 eGPU AMD. So I need a Thunderbolt 3. Let's connect to computer. Yeah. Is there another way to connect to it? So is this just not compatible with the tower? The 2013 Mac tower is not going to have a USB Thunderbolt 3 on it, is it? It's got HDMI, 6 Thunderbolts, and 4 USBs. So I think wait, it's very hot. I think I'm screwed here. Okay. Oh well, I can use this with my laptop though to play Fortnite. Ugh, how annoying. All right. Everything working okay? I got a new one. Okay, I'm going to keep going. If anyone wants to research for me if I can use this Blackmagic eGPU Radeon Pro 580 with a 2013 Mac Tower, I would love to know. For now, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Come on. Okay. Are there hidden files that should be in here? I don't know. Yes, okay, great. Okay, put this back like this. Okay. Sorry, Mathieu, this is just going to have to be pulled because it crashed, and so the file's not going to be saved properly. So this will have to be pulled down from YouTube. But if this is no good, this is only going to be like 5 minutes, so I'll just redo it another time anyway. Now I can navigate to the desktop, and look, there it is right there. I've got processing, a website directory, and coding train demo, an entire Python installation with everything I might ever possibly need. Now it's Python 2.7, so I'm going to at some point have to examine like how can I get a different version of Python if I want with virtual environment, which shouldn't be a problem, but let's just push forward. So once I've installed a virtual environment, once I've created a virtual environment, I need to activate it. So the way to activate it is by running this command, source bin activate. So in other words, inside of here, inside of bin activate, this shell script will turn on this virtual environment. So right now you can see if I'm in the desktop and I just say which Python, it's pointing to user bin Python, the default macOS Python installation. And if I say Python -- version, we're going to see I'm using Python 2.7.10, which I admittedly is a very old version of Python. So by the end of this video, I'm going to be using Python 3. So now, if I were to say source, coding train demo. Oh no, I'm going to tab through all this because I'm a lunatic. Coding train demo, bin, activate. All of a sudden, you can see, look at this. This little note in my terminal window, in my console, is letting me know that coding train -demo is activated. So if I were to now say which Python, you can see this is the one it's using. Users, coding train desktop, coding train demo bin Python. Now again, I really want to put this stuff on the desktop, probably not, but I can move it around. Everything to have to do with this version of Python is running right there. If I could say, I can say Python -- version, and it's still 2.7.10, but now let's say I want to install TensorFlow. If I say pip install TensorFlow, pip install TensorFlow dance, and it's finished. Oh, and it's installing some other dependencies. It's going to take forever. Why did I pick this example? Imagine it's going to speed this up. Okay, it's done. All right, so it finished installing TensorFlow. And if I'm just going to run Python right now, I can say, let import TensorFlow just to see, and I get no error, meaning TensorFlow is properly installed for this environment. And how do I get out of this? Control C, no, exit, something like that. Okay, now if I were to go to a new tab, right, look, coding train is not activated. I'm in a different Python. I'm not in my virtual environment. If I were to say Python, and I were to say import TensorFlow, it has no idea what that is, but I can say source, I've got to go to coding train, bin, activate, and now that workspace is activated. So I can install a whole lot of packages, and they are all here in include and lib. Somewhere we're going to find TensorFlow. Somewhere in here. It installed it. Bin, I don't know. Where did it put it? Anybody know? Somebody help me. I paused for a second because I want to switch to Python 3. So how do I install Python 3 for this virtual environment now? Like, I can create another virtual environment, and I can probably give it some arguments, like can I do like virtual environment and say make it Python 3? Relocatable? Oh, that's interesting. Python 2 site packages. Lib. Oh, site packages. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can go here, coding train demo, lib, Python 2.7, and site packages. And we can see, aha, look, these are all of the things that were installed, including TensorFlow. So everything is contained within this one directory, and I'm working with it here right now. All right, so now, what if I want to create a virtual environment with a different version of Python? I have to use MK virtual env. I can't just say virtual env. What's the difference between MK virtual env and just virtual env? Right. But I could also just delete the folder. Everything is contained in that folder, I'm pretty sure, right? And then I want to go to my ZS, my path, because isn't there a way, I want an alias to activating it. Yeah, okay. Dash P, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to deactivate. So I'm going to deactivate that virtual environment. Let me see where I am. I'm going to go to the desktop. And we can see, there it is, coding train demo. Now I'm going to make another one. And I'm going to say virtual env-p Python 3. So this is an argument for saying I want to make a virtual environment not exist. Maybe that wasn't the right argument. Yeah. Virtual env specify Python version. Oh, if I don't have Python 3 installed on the computer at all, it needs to copy it from somewhere. Is that right? But could I just get it like this? Oh, and is virtual environment like built into Python 3? So maybe I should start this video over and just install Python 3. Do not have a Python 3. Yeah, okay. No, let me go back to here. Oh. No, can I do it without Homebrew? Oh, this is going to make me so crazy. Is Homebrew the way I should install Python 3? I'd really prefer to do it without Homebrew. Yeah, so this is, it actually has this here. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. So can I use Python, I can't use Python 2.7 to install Python 3 for me? Like, can I just do like pip install Python 3? Oh shoot, I have to go. It really wants me to use Homebrew. I'm waiting for someone to tell me that it's okay to use Homebrew. This Homebrew kind of makes me crazy. Nothing ever goes right with Homebrew. Miniconda. That's what I've used before, Miniconda. I guess Homebrew is what I need to use. Fine. All right, I'm just going to follow these instructions. Fine, okay. Okay, so what if I want to make, I think actually, I forgot where I was before. I think I already, all right. All right, so right now I'm on a Mac with just the default, where was I? I think I said. So first what I want to do to make a new virtual environment is I want to deactivate the one that's going. So I'm just going to write deactivate. And then I can just check where I am. Here I am on the desktop. So I want to make a new virtual environment, but with Python 3. So I could say virtual env -p for the version of Python, Python 3. And I'm going to call it coding train -3. Python 3 does not exist. So the problem is virtual environment, it's not magically creating a workspace in Python out of thin air. It's actually taking it from the existing default installation of Python. So I actually have to have Python 3 installed on this computer to be able to make a virtual environment with Python 3. So there's so many different ways you can install Python 3. I kind of like to avoid using this tool called Homebrew, which is a package manager for installing Unix utilities. It's written in Ruby on a Mac, but you know, the official Python docs say that's the correct way to install it. So let's do that. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to install Homebrew, which I probably, let's see, do I have Brew installed? No, I do not. So let's install that. Install this thing called Homebrew. And I'm going to enter in my password. And I'm going to enter it in again. And I'm going to try a different password. There we go. So this is going to install for a little while. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, I'm supposed to move in slow motion. Oh, it finished. Okay, so I've got Homebrew. Looks like it was installed properly. That's great. So now I'm going to, I think the path, let's see if the path, so remember, if I'm going to type brew, it's already there, great. So brew got added to my path already. And remember, if you've been following my workflow videos, I'm not looking in the .profile, I'm looking in the settings file. It's like .shrc, ZSHRC. That's so let's look at that. I can say, I can open code.zshrc, just so we can always have a look at this file. And we can see, so it probably, Homebrew is just part of the main path, so it looks like we're okay. All right, so now I can go and try to install Python 3, brew install Python. Let's see what happens with that. And now we're going to have to wait a little while again. Yeah, sorry, there's. Okay, so great, so that's done. Now, if I say which Python, user bin Python, which Python 3, user local bin Python 3. So I now have Python 3 installed on this computer, and I can, and let me just say Python dash version, dash version. Shoot, Python dash version, and then Python 3 dash version. Great. So look, I have both versions of Python on my computer. Now, here we go. Remember that command that I was trying to type earlier? Virtual environment -p Python 3 coding train 3. Here we go. And I'm going to set up my virtual environment. I'm going to say source coding train. Oops. Coding train -3 bin activate. Now, which Python bin Python dash version Python 3. So in this case, right, let me just show that again. Python, the word Python is tied to Python 3.7, right? When I'm not in a virtual environment, I need to specify Python, which is the original Python that came with the computer, an old version 2.7, or Python 3, which is the new version I just installed. But since I created the virtual environment with cloning Python 3, the keyword Python is tied to that one. And I can once again do things like pip install NumPy. Let's pick something that hopefully won't take as long. NumPy is a math library for Python that's used for matrix math and all sorts of other things. It installed that. If I do, if I say Python import NumPy, we can see I'm just sort of checking it's working. I'm going to exit from here. I'm going to deactivate. And I'm going to say Python 3 import NumPy. Whoops, I can't spell import NumPy. Not there, okay? So we can see these workspaces, one is Python 2.7 with TensorFlow, and one is Python 3. with NumPy installed. And I can completely treat these separately. I can, and they're just sitting here on the desktop, which is a very weird place to have them. But if I decide, you know what, this whole workspace is worthless, I'm just going to delete it, and it's gone. Okay, what are some other things I want to show you? So one thing is, you're going to find it hard. This is going to happen to you if you're using virtual environment. You're going to forget to activate it. And you're going to start doing stuff and running Python scripts, and you're like, why is it not working? Well, so one thing is it's helpful to have that reminder. Again, I want to say two things. One is I don't want to have to like type this every single time. Maybe there's a way I can create a quick alias to that environment, and in fact, there is. So how do I make an alias in ZSHRC? ZSHRC. Let me just look on this computer. ZSH, okay, make alias Mac OS X profile, bash profile probably is, it's going to be the same, right? So alias, shell aliases. Alias. All right, so I can just put it in like quotes. I just put it in quotes. Okay, great. So I'm going to go back to my ZSHRC. That's the equivalent of the bash profile. This is where all of the shell settings are for when you start up my shell. So I'm going to go to that. I have it open in Visual Studio Code. And I can just create an alias by saying something like so. I'm going to do an alias for my virtual environment. And I'm going to say alias coding. I'm going to CT3, like just quick CT3 is my alias for Python 3. And then I can say, I put in quotes, source, activate, and then I need the full path. So I need to say users, actually I might be able to do this, home, right, home, desktop, or you, I don't know. Let's go to here and say, let's just use this. There's probably a way to use an environment variable, but basically what I'm trying to do is do this. Users coding train desktop. And again, probably don't want to put your virtual environments on the desktop. Coding train 3 bin activate. So now I have an alias CT3. I'm going to save that. I'm saving it. I'm closing it. So what if I just do CT3 here? Command not found. But I can revive, I can rerun that, I can update all my settings based on that file by using the source command. So now I should be able to say CT3. No. What did I do wrong? Forgot the equals. Ah, okay. Whoops, I forgot something kind of important. No. What is this file that's open there? Okay. Ah, right. Actually, scratch that. Before I go to the shell, this is never going to work because I forgot something very important. I have to actually set this alias equal to that command. So if I put an equals here, then I go back to the shell, I should be able, now if I just type CT3, it's not going to know that command. I could restart iterm and it would probably know it, but I can also just refresh the shell by saying source.zshrc. And now I should be able to type CT3. Oh, no such file or directory activate. So at least it was looking for that command. It ran that command. Why did it not? Oh, I don't know why there's an extra activate here. This is what it should be. Source the full path to bin activate. Okay, save, update, and there we go. So that activates it. And then I can say deactivate. And CT3, there we go. Now, if I always want that virtual environment to automatically be enabled every time I open my shell, and probably I could do that, customize like different profiles to have that. I could also put something in here. And in fact, what I could put in here is forget about the alias. Let me just run this command every time my shell starts up. Now, I might not necessarily want to do this exactly. Like I might want to customize this in a more specific way. But now let me just quit iterm. And I'm going to open up iterm. And that didn't work. It doesn't just run this. We look at the. How do I get it to just like, okay, I should be back. Yeah, it just needs to be at the end because it does other stuff. Okay. Okay. So now I have this very convenient way that I can always just type CT3 and it immediately activates my virtual environment. I can also just say deactivate. And it deactivates the virtual environment. I could alias deactivate to something else. There's all sorts of possibilities. Something you might want to do, although you have to be careful about this, is what if I actually just want to automatically, every time I open a new shell, I just want to activate my virtual environment. So in fact, one thing I could do is, once I have this alias, I could actually just say, hey, the last thing that you do after all this setup happens is just, I'm going to go down to the bottom. There's tons of stuff commented out. Just run that alias, CT3. So now, if I quit iterm, and I just restart it, you're going to see, hey, look, Coding Train 3 is activated. A new window, Coding Train 3 is activated. A new tab, Coding Train 3 is activated. So Coding Train 3, that virtual environment would be auto-activated every time. Typically, this is not what I do. I'm sort of will like to turn it on and off. So now you can see it's not there, but I can just type in my alias, and I'm running my virtual environment. All right. So this is pretty good. Now you can do all of your Python stuff in this environment, and also it's safe. Any other, like, as long as if you deactivate it and start running all sorts of other installation stuff and other Python stuff on your computer, it will not affect that virtual environment. So if you know you need to have exactly this configuration and stuff for this one particular project, you can sandbox it and not have anything else affect it. All right, one last thing I'll mention, because I just noticed, I think this is pretty brand new. Virtual environment seems to be something that's actually built into the newest version of Python 3. So in fact, you can create a virtual environment without what I started with, pip install virtual environment, by just saying Python 3-m venv, and then the path of it, and this would be the name of your environment, or no, yeah, this would be the name, I guess, and that's the path to it. So in other words, let's just try making one more. So where am I? Let's go to the documents, just say I want to put my virtual environment in the documents. I'm going to say, and I have Python 3, so I can say Python 3, and then it's -m, and then I'm going to call it Coding Train 3 Demo. Again, crazy long name, which I probably shouldn't do. And then, whoops, what happened there? We lost what it was. Sorry, it's this one that I'm looking at. I was in too many windows open. Python 3-m Coding Train -3 Demo again. And then that's the name. And its path is CT3A for CT3 again. That didn't work. No module named. Oh no, that's the module. Let me start this over. venv is the command. Looks deprecated. Is this deprecated? New in version 3.3. Deprecated since version, py. Look at this. All right, hold on. Good thing that was nonsense anyway. New PYENV. Huh. Oh, has been deprecated as of Python 3 in favor. Oh no, this is right. So this is right. That's the other one is deprecated. Python 3-MVENV. Right. So this is correct. Right? It's so new that it's actually already. I'm very confused. But this is what I want to type, right? Right? That's what I want to type. Just make sure that works. And then go look there. And there it is. Okay. All right. It's confusing. Okay. One more thing I'd like to mention. So I know I started with pip install virtual environment. That's what I was kind of used to, and that's what I've always been using. But it is actually true that once you have Python 3, the whole idea of virtual environments is built into Python 3. And as of Python 3.6, the way to create a virtual environment just with Python 3 is by saying, so first of all, you have to have Python 3 installed, which I have done as part of this tutorial. But now I can say Python 3-m, and the command I want to run is venv, virtual environment. And then, oh, actually, let me be more thoughtful about where I'm putting this. I'm going to go to the documents directory, and then I'm going to say Python 3-m venv, and I'm going to call this coding train demo again. And I have now created a virtual environment, which I can see if I go to the Finder. I can see there it is, coding train demo again. There is all the Python stuff, Python 3.7. And now I can activate it by saying source coding train, coding dash train demo again, bin activate. And now that Python environment is activated. Just to be sure which Python, yes, in fact, it is this one. I could alias this one. I can install stuff. I can deactivate it. So you can say I can deactivate this. I can go back and activate that other one I made. Whoa, there's somebody at the door. That scared me. Hold on. Hello? Oh, you guys are doing something up here.
Yeah, we got time.
Yes, okay, hold on. I'm done in like 2 minutes.
I'll be right here.
Okay, I'll come on. I forgot I was making a quick Python tutorial for my class.
I went in like the 2
Yes, okay, hold on a sec. But there's going to be like a Facebook Live about ITP in a minute broadcasting from here, which is good because I really got to go. Okay, so let me just do that again, this one last bit. All right. Let me just kind of fake it for a second. What the? Where am I? Okay. No, I'm not in the documents. Open. Just gonna get it back to what it was before I got. And then I'm gonna go back here. Which Python? I'll just go from deactivating it. So now I can deactivate. So now I can deactivate. And I can reactivate my other virtual environment. I can deactivate that. I can go back and activate this one. I can install packages for this one, then deactivate and go back to the other one. I could alias this one. All of the possibilities that I've shown you are here. So to recap, if you are using Python, and by the way, my most recent, it's a guest tutorial from Yining for training a machine learning model to do style transfer. You can go watch those video tutorials. This is a way you can set up Python to run locally, training your model on your computer. So, to recap, virtual environment is a way of creating a sandboxed Python environment on your computer that is not affected by anything else and is just a folder anywhere on your computer with everything Python and all the dependencies you're using. In order to create a virtual environment, you have to have Python installed in the first place. So I recommend you install Python 3 on your computer. I showed you some steps for doing that with Brew, but if you're on Windows or Linux, there's other ways to install Python 3. And actually built into Python 3 is the virtual environment command. So you can just say Python 3-mv environment, venv, and then name your virtual environment, activate it, deactivate it, and enjoy your Python life forever, okay? So I look forward to hearing what you think. I'm really not a Python expert. You might have noticed. I barely use it. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm sure some Python experts out there will tell me all the things that I could do better or different ways, and I look forward to hearing about those too. Okay? Goodbye, and hope you enjoyed this extra bonus workflow video. All right. That was fine. I'm going to go now. Sean probably thinks I'm talking to myself if he's listening through the hallway, but I'm actually live streaming this to some people who are watching, not publicly though. So I'm going to go because it's 5:40, and hopefully that was I can always come back and do this again, but I think that'll turn into something. Any quick last comments before I go? Anything super important that I missed? Oh, I see. venv. No, I don't, but whatever. No. Okay. Quit. This goes away. I'm going to hit stop streaming in a second. So speak now or forever hold your peas. All right, I'm stopping streaming. Goodbye, everybody.